I hate doing body work more than pretty much anything else. Not because I can't do it, but because I can't do it as good as I want it done. But I'm also too cheap to spend $2,000 to take the truck to a body shop and have them do it. Today we are going to get started on some of the rust repair on the truck. You might be surprised when I tell you this, but the truck actually doesn't have a ton of rust. It's basically just the rockers on both sides, the driver's side cab corner, and the wheel well on the driver's side. Now I'm gonna be honest, this was a complete like spur of the moment sort of thing because I didn't really have a video planned for today. But I thought to myself, what is the thing I see people comment the most? And the number 3 thing is, when are you gonna fix the rust on the truck? Number 1 is you suck, and number 2 is your truck's slow. Now the first 2 I don't really have time to address today, but I can start on the rust repair. Now I'm definitely not going to be able to get to everything today, but I'm hoping I can at least cut out the rust and weld in the new patch pieces today. And here's the section we're going to be tackling. For sure, back here, I'm going to take the paint off all of it, and I'll get to what I can get to today. But eventually it will all be taken care of. And then when I can find the time, I'll get to the rockers in the cab corner down here, and the front fenders on both of them. They just have like these little spots here. And then eventually I'll either paint that hood or I might put the stock one back on. I still haven't decided. So first thing first, got the drill with this paint strip wheel on it. Really all you gotta do is just go and then pull the trigger, wheel it back and forth. It'll strip most of the paint off. And then once we're done with that, we'll be able to see how much of it is actually rust. Alright, so now we got all the paint pretty much stripped back and we can get a good look at everything. Honestly, none of it is really as bad as I was expecting. None of it wraps around down into the lip down here. And over here, this is the one that I thought was really going to be down into the lip, but it's up here. It's still going to be easy to get to. I am going to have to get down into this valley a little bit, this body line, which is going to suck. But all in all, it's going to be a whole lot easier than I expected. I can just basically cut a rectangle out here and weld in a new piece. And then over here I'll clean up this line here, and I'll probably go up like that and then shoot straight down. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for that one yet. So we'll focus on this one first and then we'll move on to that one. This one will be a whole lot easier. It's all going to be straightforward. Like I said, it's basically, I think, just going to be a rectangle. Alright, so now that we got the rust cut out, it's time to make the template for the hole. And there's a little trick that'll make this a whole lot easier. All it requires is dirty hands and a clean piece of paper. Preferably one with your warranty information on it. So you'll take your hole, and you'll take the piece of paper, put it right over the hole, and with the dirty hand, all you'll do is just rub along these edges, and it'll leave an impression there. And now you know the exact dimensions of the hole. Alright, we got the piece all cut out, holding it with the magnet because it's still hot from the grinding wheel. It's a little twisted right now, but I'll fix that before doing anything. So I'm just gonna do it the regular way and stitch weld the panel in. Basically what you wanna do for that is go around and get the edges all tacked in. So I'm gonna do like a tack there, and a tack here, and then I'm going to probably do one right in here somewhere and start bending this around to fit, and same thing over here. And then you basically want to have all your welds spaced out quite a bit so that the metal doesn't warp, because that's a whole other headache that you don't really want to deal with. It's easier just to take your time, space the welds out, and then also, I don't know if you guys have seen my welding helmet in some of the past videos. Check this thing out. It's actually not terrible. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not great, but it's not awful. I've tried so many times to weld sheet metal, and I've practiced once or twice, and man, I just fucking suck at it. But the new metal is in place. There's a couple little blow-throughs. Right there's one, and I think right there's one. But for the most part, that's not bad. I got some like metal filler putty that I can fill that with. So the next step is just grind all the welds down. Obviously then a little bit of Bondo to help smooth it. Primer, paint, clear coat, and all that good stuff. But it's about 10:30 right now, and I really want to get these patches done tonight because we've got other vehicles to work on tomorrow. So I'm probably going to put the cameras down for a little bit and just bust ass on these. I'll show you guys once I get both patches in and probably ground down. We'll see. I think that's gonna be it for today's video. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Back here is pretty much done. It just needs to be smoothed and filled out more. It's turning out way better than I expected. Still not great, but pretty good. We'll continue this in the next video, either the Monday night one or probably the next Thursday one. I don't know. I make this shit up as I go along. I never really have a plan. That's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you guys next time.